Are you worried your family history research might be lost to future generations? Is it currently sitting on your computer or hard drive? Maybe it's in file folders that no one wants. We are Lynn and Danette. We're cousins. We're family historians. We're a writer and an artist. And we've joined forces to create Heirloom, pre-made templates that take all the work out of building your family history book. We help fulfill your family history book dreams. Join us every Tuesday for conversations and questions with Lynn and Danette, helping you build your legacy for future generations. Our pages, your story. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Conversations and Questions with Lynn and Danette. Welcome, Danette. Good to see you again.
Lynn, and everyone else.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about countries. So specifically, how we can bring our ancestors' ethnicity into our family history book, how we can sort of add that element to it. It's a nice element to add when you know where your ancestors have come from, to sort of bring a little bit of that in. Now, you certainly can do a book themed completely around their ethnicity, but I prefer just to sort of maybe bring in it in smaller elements or just a page or two. So
Right. Let's see what we have.
Yeah, so let's take a look at some ways that we can bring in.
All right. So what I've done is bring up just one country's templates. In the end, Lynn will show you all the countries we have available right now. But as she said, you could certainly make your whole book themed around one particular country, and you can see we have different title, cover pages, etc. Or you could just put it in subtly here and there. For example, here's your table of contents, but in the back, I just very lightly and transparently, and we learned how to do that in pictures, put in a part of the flag in a more stylized way. You could certainly just do it in the traditional way. So what you can usually do is go into Elements or Photos and type in what you're looking for. Say, I want a Celtic cross. First, you have to know how to spell it. And look at all the choices you get.
Yeah, look at them all.
They have so many options in Canva. I rarely have to go outside of this to look for anything.
But, of course, just to interject, sorry to interrupt you, Danette, but I just wanted to interject. We just have to specify whether you're a Canva free account or a Canva Pro account, because what you choose here will make a difference, right?
Absolutely. And the way it will show you is, see this little crown right here where it says Pro? Then you know it's not free.
Right. So unless you're a Pro account. Unless
you're a Pro account, then of course it doesn't matter. Yeah. But if you're just making your book somewhere else, but you want to grab a few icons or photos or whatever, you just pick the ones that don't have the little crown, click it, and it shows up right where you want it. You move it around. You can change its color. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. See?
Yeah. Great.
How easy that is. Get rid of it just like that.
It's a great way to just sort of add a few little elements. So even if you didn't get, you're not grabbing our country templates, you can still bring in a little bit of that country theme by just grabbing a few elements and adding them to your page.
Right. And make your own backgrounds. But whatever you do, don't use these little moving icons unless you're making a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can get back to where I was, which is right here. And now we're back where we were, and you can see the different types of things. You can bring in maps, which are nice to use on your immigration page.
Yeah, I love a map. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love a good map?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Something like this.
Genealogists certainly love a good map. That's for sure.
Yeah. On this one, because the person was coming from Ireland and emigrating into Canada, I put a Canadian flag, but you could certainly on this side also put an Irish flag. There's just so many different ways you can approach it. And as I said, if you want to make your whole book Irish themed or Italian themed or whatever, we have all that. But for the most part, I think majority of people will just use the odd
page
template out of this collection.
Right. And the other
and you'll
thing
see
too
all the
is,
backgrounds and everything.
so you can use icons, flags, maps. You could also use, I think you have a couple examples there of photos from your travels. So if you've been to your ancestors' country, to the homeland, go through your travel pictures. What in there could you use as a background of your page?
Yeah, exactly.
A great way to use those pictures.
Yeah.
And of course, the other thing is really simply is just incorporate the color, right? So just by just adding a little bit of green to your book background is a really nice, subtle way.
Right here. Right.
Of just bringing in that little bit of that ethnicity background through the color.
Right.
So,
and then we also have just a few little Irish sayings or quotes, which adds a little authenticity to your book, I guess.
Yeah.
They certainly had a lot of sayings in Ireland. But anyway, I think Lynn, you have some pictures of other countries that we've done.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll get to that.
I should say.
I just want to see, you've got one in there. I think it's either a group sheet. I think it's a group sheet. And you just added a little note. Scroll down a bit. No, there's no pictures in it. But it's just a great little example of just showing how you've added just a little icon into the
Just that little Celtic symbol was enough to
nothing major. It doesn't, if you want the shamrocks and all the green, that's fantastic. But if you don't, if you want something a little more subtle, something like that works.
Yep. Something like that's behind this tree. It's sort of the flag colors, but I muted them.
Yeah. So
Same idea.
Subtle. It's not in your face.
You can customize it. You can get rid of that if you wanted to, or whatever.
You want to make it a little simpler.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So lots of little different ways that we can bring in our ancestors' homelands into those pages and get that feel in our book.
Yeah.
So I'll show everybody the various countries that we currently have templates for. So let me just grab those.
And we're certainly open to suggestions of countries you may want me to design.
Okay, so let's take a look at some of the countries that we have available within Heirloom. So we've got lots already. Germany, Australia, Britain, Canada, Ukraine, Scotland, Russia, Spain, Italy, France, Galicia, Wales, Philippines, Poland, and Ireland. And I believe you've got many pages within each of these groups that people can pull from. So if I just going to open up France here as an example, just so people can see. So here's just sort of a couple different types of pages you can start with, a table of contents. We've got a group sheet here. And here's an Immigrating to America page, but showing with the France map. And another one again. And we've got, here's where you did that combination map, which we were talking about earlier. Okay, Becoming a Citizen page. We've got a little French military, so very good. Again, we've got a tree. On another tree with the Eiffel Tower, very, very iconic symbol of France.
I tried to make a combination of pages, subtle pages, brightly colored page, whatever anybody may want. And certainly it's all, again, customizable. You could get rid of that picture and put your own in there.
Yeah, I'll just flip through a few of these. I really was I love the ones in this particular grouping. This is a great one. Just little flags in the middle. Great use of flags. And so here's some pictures of countryside in France. Very nice. I love these ones with the Monet. Very subtle way, bringing in that French feel. Very good. So those are some examples within France. Yeah, so we've got 12 countries here to get you started. If any of these work for your ancestors, but if they don't, we're looking for suggestions. We're looking to make some new packages for different countries.
Yep, just shoot me an email or mention it in the Facebook heirloom page. And
or the comments below this video, for sure.
Exactly. And I'll come up with more countries.
We'll come up with some countries for you. So, yeah, great. That is our countries. And hopefully you saw some value in that, in some ways that you can add some of those elements into your own family history book.
Right, whether you use our templates or not. We just gave you a guideline for adding a little ethnicity into your book. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for this week. Please make sure you subscribe so you get notification of upcoming videos. Give us a little love. Hit that like button just below this video. And join us next week for another episode. And next week, we're going to be talking about multi-generational book and how to structure that book. Big question we get all the time. So we're going to show you a hierarchy of how we've structured our family history book. And we think it'll be a really big.
After a lot of thinking, we came up with this would be the easiest way. So we're going to show it to you next week.
Yeah, we'll share that with you next week. So hopefully we'll see you back here next week. Thank you for joining us.
See everyone next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.